Right, welcome to lab number 1. On my right, I have my Ubuntu machine, which we will be looking at, and on the left, I have my Mac terminal standing in for my SIFT workstation. All right, so let's go ahead, and the first thing they want us to do is to go ahead and download the GitHub static binaries -i386 folder. As you can see, I have already downloaded this folder. It is right here, static binaries i386. And you can do that by just typing in, let me try this, history grep for git. Nothing there. Okay, I can show you anyway. You can just type in git clone https github.com/static linux /static binaries i386.git. Once you type that, it's going to go ahead and download that folder. Since I've already done that, I'm not going to download it again because it is a big file. All right, let me clear my screen out for you. And let's keep on going. So we've got our static binaries file. So let's go ahead and take a look at that folder. They want us to navigate to static binaries. And now they want us to take a look at all the files. Now, one thing you will see is that for every package, there is a source file. We're not going to be compiling any code, so we don't really need these source files. So let's go ahead and get rid of them. If you remember from your other classes, the rm command is going to remove. So let's go ahead and get all those source files out of there. Let's go to src. All right. Now if I look here, I only have my tar files left. So happy there. But since we're going to be making a rescue CD, we don't want to extract all these files on the rescue CD. We want to extract these files, then create our rescue CD. So what I'm going to do right here is a simple script, and it's going to extract everything here in their own folders. So let's go ahead and begin. So I've got 4 file in star. So that means I want to select everything. tar.gz on my tarballs. I want to extract them. So tar-xz vf with my same variable of file, and then finish that out. Check my syntax here. I think that looks okay for file in star.tar.do. Okay. All right, as you can see, everything is being extracted. Now, if you look here, you can see we've got a whole bunch of tar files here. So I'm just going to go ahead and remove those tar files because we don't even, it's just extra when we make our ISO file here. So let's do tar.gz. All right. Now we have just our binaries in all of their folders here. Happy with that. Let's go ahead and continue in the creation of our rescue CD. All right. So to actually make that, we're going to go up one folder. So I'm in user/Ian. I'm going to use the command make ISO file system -r recursive -o. I'm going to call it rescue cd.iso. And where am I going to get it? From my static binaries folder. All right, syntax looks good. Go ahead and press enter here. Okay, the ISO has now been created. We see it is right here, rescue CD. Look at that, 2.2 gigs. So pretty beefy file here. The thing they want us to do is to transfer this file over onto our Ubuntu box via SSH. Spoiler alert, I have already transferred this over, but but let's go ahead and take a look at how you would get that done. What they want you to do is to install the OpenSSH um, server. Okay, and then start the server. And this is going to let us transfer the file over secure shell. So let's go ahead and take a look right here. We would just type sudo apt install -y open SSH dash server. Type in your password as we're doing sudo. You can see open SSH has already been installed on mine. Next thing they want us to do is to start the um, SSH service. So we're going to do sudo service SSH start. All right. If you want to make sure it's working, we can do service SSH, then status, active and running. Okay, I'm going to clear out my screen. Okay, so next they want us to do is, make sure that your machines can talk to each other for the file transfer. And I've already done that in the background, but just make sure, your machines can ping each other and that they can communicate. All right, so our next job would be to send the rescue CD over to our Ubuntu machine. So you do that with the SCP program. Like I said, I already have the um, rescue CD. Let me see, where did I put that thing? Is it in my downloads? It is home. Might be in my documents or desktop. There you go. Rescue CD. There it is right there. But if you didn't have it, you would want to type in the SCP command, right? And I'm going to do tab to complete rescue cd.iso. Then you want to give your user. So I'm going to do Ian at the IP address of my Ubuntu machine. Let's go ahead and take a look what that is. Make a note of that because you will need this later. Okay, so mine is 10.0.2.15. So I'm just going back to here, Ian at 10.0.2, 10.0.2.15. And let's see. Next, I want to say, okay, where do you want to put it? And I had previously done home / Ian / desktop. Okay, and then you're going to press enter. And yeah, make sure that your machines can talk to each other. Because I'm on my Mac, um, I have an issue here, but that's okay. But the goal is to get the rescue CD onto your Ubuntu machine. All right, let's go ahead and clear out this screen here. All right, once you get your rescue CD ISO onto your Ubuntu machine, um, you're going to want to mount it, right? So let's go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and verify that our file is here, -lah/desktop. There's our rescue CD ISO, right? I'm happy there, same 2.2 gig, 2.1 gig file. Next, we want to mount it so that we can actually view it. So let's go ahead and do that command here. Let's do sudo mount-o loop read only. And we're going to go to the location. So desktop rescue CD /mount. See right here, I have already mounted it. Next, to actually view what's inside the mount, we're going to go right here. We're going to do ls-la/mount. There's all my files here. Okay. So next is we're going to begin our transfers, and we're going to do Netcat because again, our goal here is to capture stuff over the wire, right? We're not actually on the machine locally, we're doing it over the wire. And that's the whole point of this lab is that you can capture your evidence over the network. So we're going to do that with the Netcat command here. So let's set up our Netcat listening port to netcat-lp-1337, and they want us to capture um, or output this one to net1.capture. Okay, now they want us to take our mounted rescue CD and run the netcat command from there. So let's go ahead and go to our Ubuntu machine, mount, busybox, binary, netstat-ant, and we're going to pipe that over to our mounted location. We run this command netcat, and my max IP address is, I think it's 192.168.1.20. So let's do that. Let's do netcat-c 1.20 over port 1337. All right. So that command ran. Now let's see what we got. So let's do a cat net1 capture, and you can see right here we have our net1 capture file. Okay, we're happy with that one. Let's keep on going here. 1 second. All right, let's continue here. So we ran our netcat command, we got our capture, we are happy with that. Let's go ahead and do the next one, right? So we want to get our bash history, right? All of the commands that the user may have used during their attack. So again, the procedure is the same. We're gonna go ahead and set up our netcat listener. So I'm going to clear my screen here, netcat-listening port 1337. I'm going to pipe that to commands one.capture. All right. Now on our Ubuntu box, it's going to be, same thing. Let's go ahead and clear out this screen. We're going to type in sudo cat. Again, we're listing out our bash history, .bash underscore history. And we're mounting that to netcat. All right, and then netcat dash C, same IP as before, 192.168.1.20 over port 1337. All right, check your syntax again. That looks good there. Let's go ahead and do a cat for our commands file. And look, boom, we got our bash history right here. All right. And let's see, the next thing they want to do is take a look at our running processes. So again, same thing. Let's go ahead and get this started. I'm going to clear out both screens here. All right. And on the Mac, I'm setting up my netcat listener. Netcat over again 1337, and piping that out to a file name lsof.capture. Checking my syntax here. Netcat-lp1337. typing that out to lsof.capture. Okay, you always check your syntax there. Okay, let's go ahead and do this on the Ubuntu box. So let's go ahead and do mount slash lsof sof dash in dash p dash l, right? We have all of our switches here. And we're going to mount netcat dash c IP address 192.168.1.20 over port 1337. All right. Now let's go ahead and take a capture. See if we got anything good here. And there you go. All those open files right here. Okay. And then the last thing they want us to do is get the uptime of our computer. So let's go ahead and do one more netcat. So we're going to do netcat-lp 1337, and we're going to pipe that out to uptime one dot capture. Again, most times these things don't work. It's probably a matter of your syntax, but let's go ahead and get that going up here. So let's do sudo uptime-p /mount netcat. And again, we want to get the uptime to like find out, has this machine been rebooted? Very important for your investigation. Over 1337. Okay, going back here, and let's see, how long has my machine been on here? 1 hour and 1 minute. And that concludes lab number one. Again, the whole point is that we're able to do all of this stuff over the network, right? In case you don't have time to get the hard drive, or in case you're waiting on getting it, you can always pull your evidence over the wire with the great old Netcat tool. All right, see you on the next one.